there's a chance for us to really like emerge, to show our competence and how good we really are. Do you find that there's a need for you to prove to yourself how good you are, or do you need to prove to others too how good you are?
I think it's a combination of the two, I have to say. I definitely want to prove to myself that I can do it, because I think taking up new challenges is a way to better understand myself as well, and to see how far I can go, and to actually break all the limits and the barriers that I thought I had, and in this way to become a better and better person. On the other hand, it's true that I also want to prove to my parents, for example, who have been supporting me financially and of course, you know, mentally by being here all this time. They've been supporting me all along. They've been paying for my studies, they've been paying for my internships abroad, and they want to see results, and I want to show them that all that was for something. I want them to think that their 31-year-old kid has actually maximized all the resources that has been given to her, and has become the person that she wanted to be in terms of professional.
Yeah, and I think this is a very wonderful answer, because you feel that you have to pay it forward to your parents who have invested their lives onto you. And so now that you feel that it's time for you to show them whatever they've invested in you has not gone to nothing. So what's your junction right now that you're struggling with?
I'm struggling with my work-life balance, definitely. I want to pull everything, all my energy into my career, because I love my job, and because I want to, this is the moment that I'm single, I don't have any kids. I think this is the moment that I should invest my time and energy into my job, and my passion, of course, as well. But on the other hand, if I do so, then I don't have any time left for actually, you know, developing my network of friends, and finding a potential man that I would have a family with.
Do you think at this century, because a lot of women are surpassing men like never before, do you find that it's going to be a little bit harder to find that particular special someone who's going to accept who you are, your capabilities, your ambition, and you being a mother, the challenge being the role as a mother too? So do you think it's going to be a little bit harder to find that special someone? Do you believe that there special someone out there? I'm
sure, yes, and I don't think it would be so difficult, as long as I can dedicate enough time for that to actually meet people and having an extra work life. I think there are plenty of men in big cities, especially in capitals, who are hardworking, very ambitious men who are looking for a woman who is as well very, on this equal fit with them.
So how much time are you giving yourself to make the decision whether to actually leapfrog to the next level of career, like the very good offering that you're going to have in China? How long more are you going to give yourself that decision-making process?
Just a few months. I can't make them wait. And time is passing, and I think I should just take this opportunity, because if I don't, I don't know, I think that finding the right partner is not necessarily, I mean, I will be ambitious in any way. If I refuse this opportunity, then I will anyway look for another one, or I will be frustrated for the rest of my life, which is not what I'm looking for. So it's not going to change who I am and what I'm aspiring for. So it's not a question of time. I think it's just about balance, finding, just trying to have as much time dedicated to your career as your personal goals.
How do you define the new millennium woman? Yourself?
ambitious, a globetrotter, someone who definitely has an international mindset. This element actually is, I think, the key, because this is what differs most, from my point of view, from the past millennium woman. If I take my mother, for example, she grew up during what we call the 30 glory years of France, post Second World War years, which were a period of extremely positively dynamic economy, where everyone had a job. Actually, there were more jobs than resources. And so they grew up, actually they handed up the high school knowing already that they would have a job, and that they would have a job for life.
And this is a very important point, because a lot of economies right now are facing the shortage of employment for young people. And a lot of young people still do not realize that. So what words of advice, if you have the chance to tell the new generation about the situation, that there is not much employment for them?
Advice for them to find a job?
Or to find themselves?
To find themselves, you should travel. You should live abroad. Live abroad. Not travel necessarily, I mean, that goes with it, but experience a year or two abroad. Actually, I would strongly recommend to go to Asia, because Asia is where everything is taking place pretty much right now in the world. It's where you see the future. When you head west, you see the past and the ongoing situation, and then when you head east, you see the future. And you see, and I think actually what spirit it gave me, Asia, and definitely the spirit I came back to Europe with, is everything is possible. Don't set yourself limits. And as a European who grew up in Western Europe, I grew up and I lived here with the idea that there were rules, that there are things that we couldn't do as women, actually, also, and as someone who, for example, hasn't graduated from the highest ranked schools, or from a private school, but all that doesn't matter. You can bring more to yourself. You can bring more to your profile than just the education you have.